to ranking all Nerf melee weapons. Now, I've scouted pretty much everything from Nerf, X-Shot, Adventure Force. Every single melee weapon I could find is in this list. There is literally like 57 blasters. And just to let you know, this is one of my original rankings. I just never got to actually making the video. And sorry about that. So if the ranking's a little bit off, well, what can you do? I know I have more knowledge now than I had back then. But with that, let's just get started and see what the worst to the best Nerf melee weapons are. Starting off at 47, there's 47 blasters, is the Stranger Things Steve Baby Sitter Bat. Now, this is a really cool Nerf blaster. I actually own it. It actually hits pretty hard. It's just a baseball bat with nails that, prime and fires a dart out the front of it. It's actually pretty good. But the issue is the nails are fine. They're really soft rubber. The rest of the blaster, of course, has plunger tube internals and is really a hard, rubbery, rubber, which you do not want to hit anyone with this. It's pretty much like hitting someone with almost an actual bat. It is so awful. Don't ever hit anyone with this, and that's kind of how this rank is going to go. Will it hurt you if you get hit by it? So, coming in at 47th is the Stranger Things bat. At 46 is the Strikeout from the Zombie, not Zombie Strike, a Zombie line. This thing is crap. Once again, it's like the Stranger Things bat, but a lot smaller and just a lot cheaper. It does hold 2 darts, but that does not make up for anything. The only foam parts on it is the little foam saw blades. But the rest of the blaster is really thin, cheap plastic, and honestly, I feel like if you hit someone with this, the bat itself could just shatter. And also, there's not much foam on it at all. So do not be swinging this thing at anyone. It is a blaster, not a melee weapon. And there's also a chance it just blows up and like a grenade and have plastic shards everywhere if you do hit someone with this. So, 46. At 45 is the Minecraft Fire brand. Or whatever. From my knowledge, is the yellow parts are plastic. And that's it. There's a little bit of foam on the rubber foam parts are plastic, the only rubber foam parts, are the yellow, pretty much front of it, the yellow axe. And if the side is foam, that's cool too, but I don't really think it is. Once again, this thing just fires 2 rounds, and the majority of the blaster is plastic. You don't want to be swinging this at anyone. It's just going to hurt too much, so don't do that. 44. Another blaster I actually own is the Power Movers Marvel Thor Hammer, which is honestly a really, really fun blaster to use, because this one works a little bit different. It only fires 1 round, but the button on the side doesn't fire it. You actually have to hold that down and swing it to fire it. You have to activate it by swinging the blaster, and it's a really fun thing. But the only foam parts on this thing are the 2 sides of the blaster have foam, and it's not a soft foam. It's actually pretty hard. Honestly, I would not hit anyone with this blaster. This thing's almost entirely plastic with hard foam parts. Not a good thing at all. Do not hit anyone with this. At 43, pretty much just the shittier version, the Minecraft one, which doesn't have the cool little swinging gimmick. It just gives you 2 more darts to fire, so 3 total. And once again, it's just going to have hard foam, and almost the entire thing is plastic, so just don't be swinging this at anyone. 42 is the RHT, the Fortnite pickaxe scythe thing. This thing, the only foam is the scythe itself, the little blade. The actual handle is all plastic, and I swear, if you hit anyone with this, the scythe foam is just going to completely rip off. This is just a crappy, not well-made thing, and has too much plastic. and you could hit someone maybe once with this. So 42. 41. The fencing dual swords. This one's a bit interesting. It's going to be the most interesting of the list. It is fully plastic, but it's 41 because it's collapsible plastic. It's like hitting someone with a lightsaber that is a bit looser. Like it's made to collapse. I'm sure it would be okay. The tips I actually think do have foam. But yeah, you could fence someone just by sticking it out and hitting them. That is okay, and there's a really low chance of getting hurt, but it's still not recommended just because how this entire thing's almost completely plastic. The collapsing ability will soften the blow, though. So 41. 40, once again, just the scythe. A little bit built better, so it won't break on first try, but it will break. I promise you, it will break, and the handle is still plastic, and there's just too much plastic. It's 40. 39, the chopstock. The chopstock is a little bit interesting because this is a stock attachment point. And I think this one has a little bit of merit to it because if your blaster's out and you just take your stock off, it is mostly plastic. Don't get me wrong. The only parts that aren't are the silver parts on the actual axe itself, and there's not a lot of it. So you are going to, if it is allowed, you're just going to take it off your blaster and tap people with it. You are not swinging this thing. You are tapping people. And there's a good chance it won't be allowed. It's just a lot of plastic. But at least it is a stock, so that's why I give it a little bit of a bump. But still, way too much plastic for a melee weapon. 38 is the heart stealer for Minecraft. This thing looks like crap. Recently, I've found out that the actual barrel itself is foam, but it's kind of a tough foam, honestly. They also made the diamond sword one, which is not on this list. This list is a little bit older than the diamond sword, but also the diamond sword would be at the exact same spot. The one thing this sword has, it fires one dart, and the dart mechanism is like in the handle, which is better than the other ones, but still, it looks like crap. The entire handle's plastic, and the blade is still, there's triangles, it could be sharp. I don't like it. I hate the look of this. So 38. 37. One that I actually do not know at all. I don't know how much foam this actually is. I know the handle is plastic. It looks like most of the hammer itself is foam. It just has an inset thing in the middle. There's probably a little bit heavy because you pretty much hit people and does a lightning bolt. So of course it's made to hit people to make lightning, but at the same time the handle is plastic, and there's always a chance something can happen. There's definitely batteries in this thing. I just don't like it. Yes, does it have a lot of foam on it? Yeah, but it's not enough, in my opinion, just because how small this hammer is. You're not going to be swinging on this. You could tap people, but nothing more than that. So 37. 36 is the Minecraft, the Fortnite pizza cutter. It's just kind of cool. Like, honestly, it is an insane amount of plastic. But if you just, take this up to someone and roll it up their back, that could be fun. Still, insane amount of plastic, so be careful. But this one, you don't really even tap people with them. You just kind of roll it on them. So, I give it 36 because of that. 35 is an actually fully foam one. The Crowbar Combo Pack, which was from Zombie Strike. Never seen it, but it's a thing. It has a handle. It's pretty much just a crappy crowbar. Like that little bend at the front will definitely break off. So it's pretty much just a foam pipe you can swing at people, and it's going to be very light. It's nerf little cheap foam, so you can even throw this one at people, honestly. It is completely safe. It's just crappy, in my opinion. There's just not a lot here. So 35. 34 is the rail blade. Now, you could put this on the front of your thing like a bayonet, but I would do that, but only when your blaster runs out of ammo. I would take the blade off, and then you go around swinging because the thing's almost completely foam. I would not charge people with your actual Nerf gun because it's completely plastic, your Nerf gun. So don't do that. Just go around swinging the actual blade around when you run out of bullets. And I just feel like that's fair. It is going to be is going to wear down because it is Nerf's light stuff. So it's not going to be the best, but it definitely works. So 34. 33 is the Adventure Force foam swords. They're pretty much just about completely foam. The only plastic on them is the I think it's the handguard and the thing on the bottom because you can connect two blades together. There's katanas and swords. I don't know if they even do these anymore. They also light up, and they're just a really light foam blade that is honestly really fine to use. Just don't hit anyone with the handle and you'll be set. It's just not the greatest foam, so 33. 32 is the X-Shock versions, and now they have like they have one piece and Demon Slayer blades, but these were the original ones. The handles are plastic, but the blades are not, and I think they're slightly better material than the Adventure Force ones. So I bump it up just slightly. But also, they're still not the best blades, and there's more plastic. So, 32. 31 is the Wolverine claws. Now, they are Nerf, but I'm guessing they're going to be a little bit tougher foam or even rubber because, these things would rip if they're just foam. Now, they're definitely cool, but I'm not sure how well they actually are. I don't have a lot of knowledge on this one. I'm guessing they're a bit tougher to be, so they don't break apart easily. So definitely I wouldn't be swinging too hard on people, but you can be tapping them and slashing them a little. So 31. 30. The Doomland's axe. I'm not even gonna try and read that. Doomland's axe. It's a crappier version of the original axe. I know that. It's a bit lighter. It's a bit cheaper foam. But it works, and I would be okay with you throwing this at me. So, 30th. It's a good option, just not an option that will last forever. Because the foam will slowly, give out. 29. The 2x4. 2x4. It's going to be a great one. Once again, I haven't seen a lot of these. I'm pretty sure these broke a lot. They're also from Zombie Strike, so I think these are not the best option. They get a bit thin where the handle connects to the actual thing, and that handle's bent for some reason. I just don't think this thing's going to be able to survive a lot, but it's that Zombie Strike foam, so it's not the worst, but I'm sure this thing has definitely structural issues. So 29. 28 is the brain saw. Once again, it could be used as a bayonet, but I wouldn't. It is a lot longer than the other one. It does make chainsaw sounds. But what I would do, once again, connect it to your blaster, take it off your blaster when you have ammo, then run around with a chainsaw sounding thing hitting people. And I think it's actually pretty good. It's still Zombie Strike foam, so it's lighter, not the best. The handle, possible to break off, but I think it works just fine. So 28. 27 is the Michonne Katana from X-Shot. I actually do own this one, and surprisingly, this is one of the lightest melee weapons I've ever held. It is so very light, and I just don't think it's going to last. It's also not that long. There is plastic inside the handle, but there's foam on top of it. I just don't think it's the greatest thing. I think it can break over time pretty easily just because how light it is. So 27. 26 is the Swift Justice. It is a pretty good size, foam knife. It is Doomland's, still pretty much the same foam as Zombie Strike. It is still a really good melee weapon. We're getting into... These are just pretty good. This one is really good. Just, you can swing it. You can even throw it. I'm not sure what the handguard is made of. Maybe not throwing it. But definitely, it's just a good melee weapon. This would work just fine. The foam will wear down over time, but still just a great option. 25 is the zombie machete, which is always a great option. Honestly, at this point, this one I might put higher because this one definitely has a thinner blade and it can definitely break a bit more. I think I would switch these two. But overall, still a great melee weapon. Thinner blade, so definitely could break easier. The handle could also probably break easier. But it does look pretty realistic. So that's up to you. 25. 24 is the Stonewall shield and sword. The shield is what it's here. It is a lot of foam. I mean, don't be throwing this at anyone. It's a lot of foam. There's plastic in it, but I think it's just fine. The blade itself is really probably one of the worser ones. It's really thin foam and stuff and can snap and break. Everyone I've seen that's had one and used it for a while has some sort of duct tape on it holding it together. But having the two combo is just a great option. So it's 24th. 23rd is the Hammer Combat Kit, the other kit of the series. It's literally just a pipe with a brick on the front of it, completely foam. I don't think this thing can break that easy. It's pretty thick, all things considered. And it's definitely short. It's going to be very short, but not a bad option. 22 is the Alien Menace Foam Maul Axe. You guys remember Alien Menace? This thing looks crazy. I'm pretty sure Alien Menace had better foam too than Avenger Force. Than Zombie Strike and Doomlands, but not much. But I think just a little bit. This thing is definitely really weird, but no one cares about weird. There is a little, loop that has a string on it right now that you could just, have on your kit. You can whip that thing out when you're out of ammo, run around hitting people with this. I wouldn't throw this one. This one's a bit bigger. Honestly, cool option. Don't think it's really going to break that easy. Maybe the big blue blade, but at the very least, I don't think the handle part can break or anything like that. So 22. 21 is the Thor Battle Hammer. This one, instead of just making lightning, it is just a lightning part on the side, which is a lot stupider. But the entire hammer part is foam, still a plastic. I think plastic handle. It might be foam, but just a lot more foam is on this one and not really a chance of hurting people. So 21. 20 is the Z wrench axe. Now this one I've actually had, and when I did buy it was when Toys R Us was going out of business, and one of the axe, right on the axe blade itself, a kid took a big bite out of it. There was a bite chunk out of the entire front of it. I got one of the only ones that did not have one of those bite chunks. This thing, a great one in my opinion. Really good quality foam for the wrench itself. The wrench will not break. The actual axe head itself definitely can take a lot of damage, and where it comes to a point, that thing can break off. Mine did. But overall, the wrench itself, great melee weapon. It's light and it's durable. So 20th. 19th is the Great Axe. This thing is Nerf's newest things, just about, if you don't count, the Minecraft Diamond Sword. The axe is really cool, and the axe is foam, but the entire handle isn't, and I think the sides of the axe are plastic. There's just a lot of plastic on this thing. It is a big axe, so I'll give it 19th, but you have to be really careful with this thing. You don't want to hit anyone with the actual plastic parts. The back of it is foam, the back gold part, but you don't want to hit people with that. You want him with the axe front, and just be very careful. So 19. 18 is the Alien Menace's foam blade. This thing is not breaking. This thing is a pretty decent quality foam. It's still light. It has another loop to put another string. This thing is massive. massive for a knife, and is going to work. This thing is just, it's going to work. So it's not going to break. So 18. 17. The dead saw, just an actual. It looks like an actual good machete. It's thick in the handle. It's thick in the parts where I think it needs to be thick. It's definitely still thinner blade, but still pretty thick, all things considered. And I think it's going to work just fine. Chances of breaking, I don't think are that high. It's definitely going to take a lot of beating and wear, but I think it's going to be fine. You could definitely throw this at people. Then we have the Nerf Zombie Foam Bat, which I know they had 2 bats. I'm not sure if I put both on here. I do own one of them. This comes in at 16th. This one is the high quality bat. It is a really good foam. It's light. It is a place for a loop, and this one will last you. It's a good option, honestly. 16. 15 is the Z-Bat, the other bat, which is honestly the worst option. The worser option, which is the one I own. It's really light, and I like it because you can actually just throw this thing as hard as you can at someone, and it will not hurt them. Only if you're allowed to throw it. And you can just hit them hard, and it won't do anything. The Z-Bat I prefer, but this one is definitely the better quality of the two. It's up to you, but I like this one. I am definitely biased towards this one. So 15. 14 is another hammer. Completely foam. It's on the smaller side, but there's no harm using this. You won't hurt anyone. Just hit them with the hammer. Run away. You'll be fine. 14. 13. Here we get into the actual really, really good ones. The claw hatchet, which I actually have in my hand right now. The claw hatchet is definitely a high quality foam, but over a lot of use will start to crack. The handle is completely foam, and that thing is built really, really well. The axe head is built really well. It does have that little dip like an axe, and I don't think that will ever break. This is a pretty high quality foam, all things considered, and it's light enough to throw at people. It is an amazing, amazing option. It's really good, nice, and I don't think it's ever gonna break on you. The only part that can break is at the bottom of the top of the handle where the gray and black meet. That thing can pull apart, but I don't think that's really going to hinder anything in the end. So 13. 12. Yoda's lightsaber. It is a foam lightsaber. It has a cool entire foam blade that goes into a handle, which I don't know if the handle is plastic or not. It probably is plastic, but I really don't think it's going to be an issue. It is long. It's long enough, and it's just a really, really thick foam. There's probably an inner core, and I think it's going to be just fine to use. It's a big sword, and it has enough foam that I think it'll be just fine and won't break too easy. So 12. 11, Darth Vader's lightsaber, because it's better. I like red more. 10, Luke Skywalker, because he is Luke Skywalker, and it's blue, and I prefer blue, and I like his lightsaber the most. 9 is the other, the dagger sword, which I don't know why it's called that. Nerf's other sword that they recently released, which is honestly a pretty good sword, really good foam blade, but the entire handle is plastic and does not look too comfy. But yeah, the foam blade is going to be just fine. I don't think it's going to break on you. It could, but I don't think it will. It's just a good option. It's an actual sword. Just don't hit anyone with the handle and you'll be just fine. 8. The double sword. These two swords are really, really good, high quality foam. The handles definitely are on the heavier side. They do have thin foam around them, but I won't be hitting anyone with them. And they can both connect together, and you can wield them like Maul. My friend had these, and they were really fun. The tips could definitely break off, so be careful with that. But these are really high quality blades that came out of Nerf. So 8. Just some hard parts on it, so that's why it's only 8. 7 is the Shadow Fury. Really, really good blade. Definitely something you shouldn't be like hitting people all out with, because this is a tougher, not tougher, but has a bigger core. The foam is all good, and the only thing that's really can break off is the little side parts of the hilt, and that's about it. Just a good quality blade. 6, pretty much the same thing. I just like the look of this one more. 5, the Zombie Strike one. I like the look of this one even more. And 4, the Thunder Fury. I like this one the most. Definitely the hilt can break easier. These two actually probably have the best chance of the hilts lasting, but they can still break. And it has a little like samurai cut on the very top, which is my favorite part. And with that, let's get into the Elite 3, shall we? We all knew what was going to be in the top, right? Coming in at number 3 is the Battle Master Mace. It is a really, really good quality mace that actually got some weight to it. The handle's completely foam. They have foam rubber blades. They won't do too much damage, but they're just a good melee weapon that will last you the test of time. So 3. 2 is the Warlock Axe, which I actually did own, and this thing is a menace. It is good quality foam, but make sure you hit with the side of the blades, because I've heard a story where someone at a Nerf 4 got upset and pretty much took the side of the yellow part, the side of it, and hit someone in the ass as hard as they could, and they were banned because it hurt. It hurt really bad, and that was just not cool to do. So, still foam, but there's just enough surface area where it will really hurt if you swing it like that. You swing it like an axe, not anything else. So 2. And number 1, the Marauder Sword. Like, everyone knew. This is the longest, best quality sword. You can actually just straight up have full contact duels with this one if someone agrees with you. And if you're just using this at a war, it is really long, that's for sure, but it's a massive, great sword. You're going to have a lot of fun running around hitting people with this. Still, don't swing too hard with this one, because it does have weight to it. And even though the blade thins out, I never ever thought it was going to break on me. The only things that can break are the sides of the hilt, once again. Or the bottom of the hilt, too. And the tip of the blade. But that's what you get for, overtime use. And it is definitely the greatest melee weapon. I hope you enjoyed this list, this ranking, and this list. And check out my channel. I've ranked so many things now, so many lists. From Boomco to Elite 2.0 to Rebel to Adventure Force to X-Shot. I've ranked it all. Check out my channel. Hope you guys subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. And bye-bye.